Hello everyone and welcome to Bridge English Channel, where learning English is simple, warm, and enjoyable. A bridge that brings you closer to new friends, new cultures, and people all around the world. I'm Catherine.
Hello, Catherine, and hello to all our wonderful listeners. It's really nice to be here with you once more today.
It really is. Every time we sit down to record, I feel grateful and happy. I feel like we're all in the same space, just talking, learning, and sharing ideas together.
Yes, it feels comfortable, like a safe place where people can learn English in a relaxed way.
Exactly. I love that so many people from all over the world listen to us. It makes this podcast feel real and full of life.
That's so true. And Catherine, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm really happy we're here together today.
Me too. It feels like a good moment to talk and just be together.
Before we begin, please like this episode and subscribe. Your support helps us grow and gives us energy to make more helpful lessons for you.
Yes, it really helps us.
So, John, today we are talking about something sensitive, something many people feel strongly about. We are talking about how to speak in English about tension between countries like Iran and America these days.
Yes, and this is not easy. When we talk about war, sanctions, politics, emotions become very strong. People get upset quickly. It can turn into an argument fast.
Exactly. And maybe some of our listeners are from Iran. Maybe some are from America. Maybe from other countries watching from far away. And everyone has feelings about it.
That's true. So today is not about choosing a side. It's about learning how to speak about difficult topics in English without fighting, because language can build bridges or break them.
I love that sentence. Language can build bridges or break them. That's a sentence worth sharing. If you only remember one thing today, maybe remember that.
Yes, so let's start simple. If you want to talk about this topic, you can begin with something soft. For example, you can say, "In my opinion, this is a very useful phrase. It shows you are sharing a view, not attacking."
Right. Or you can say, "From what I see or from my experience." These phrases make your opinion feel personal, not aggressive.
And when we talk about sanctions, for example, you might say, "Sanctions affect ordinary people." Ordinary people means normal people, not politicians. That's simple vocabulary, but very powerful.
Yes. And many people say, it's the people who pay the price. Pay the price does not mean money only. It means they suffer because of decisions made by leaders.
That's a very common expression. Pay the price. You hear it a lot in news and conversations.
But John, what if someone says something very strong like, your country is wrong? Then what?
That's when we need calm language. You can say, "I see it differently." That sentence is gold. It means I disagree, but I respect you.
Oh, I love that. I see it differently. It's short, simple, and polite. That is A1 or A2 level English, but it sounds mature.
Yes. And another phrase is, "It's more complicated than that." This shows that political situations are not black and white. Not only good or bad.
Black and white is another nice expression. It means something very simple, with only two sides. But war and politics are rarely black and white.
Exactly. And sometimes people say, the media shows only one side. If you say that, you can add, "That's how I feel." When you add "that's how I feel," you make it softer.
Because you are not saying it is 100% fact. You are saying it is your feeling.
Yes. And feelings are important. For example, someone might say, "I feel sad when I see children suffering." That sentence is human. It is not political. It is emotional.
And when you speak from the heart, people listen more. If you attack, people close their ears. If you speak with empathy, people open their ears.
Empathy means understanding other people's pain. Even if you disagree politically, you can still say, I feel for the families. Feel for someone means you care about their pain.
That's beautiful. I feel for the families. That is another sentence worth sharing. Because behind every headline, there are real people.
Yes. And sometimes when conversations get too hot, you can say, let's agree to disagree. That is a very common English expression. It means we have different opinions, and that's okay.
Haha, I love that one. Let's agree to disagree. It saves friendships sometimes.
Oh, yes, it does. I have used it many times at dinner tables.
Oh my God, haha, I can imagine. Politics at dinner is always dangerous territory.
Dangerous territory means a risky situation. See, we are learning naturally.
And that's the key. We are not here to fight. We are here to learn how to speak clearly, calmly, and with respect. Because strong opinions are normal. But respectful language is a choice.
And Catherine, I think one big problem is that when people talk about war, they stop seeing people and start seeing labels.
Yes, like them and us.
Exactly. When we say them, it becomes easy to forget that them are human beings with families, dreams, and fears.
That's very true. So maybe one useful phrase is, I try to see the human side. The human side means the normal life behind the politics.
I like that a lot. I try to see the human side. That sentence changes the tone immediately.
And when we talk about Iran and America, many people feel strong emotions. Some feel proud. Some feel angry. Some feel tired. Tired of tension. Tired of sanctions. Tired of hearing bad news.
Yes, tired of hearing bad news is something many people understand. When you say, I'm tired of constant tension, it shows emotional exhaustion. Constant means all the time or without stopping.
That's a good word. Constant tension. It sounds natural in English. And if someone says, but your government did this or that, you can answer calmly and say, governments and people are not the same. That's a powerful sentence.
Oh, that's very important. Governments and people are not the same. That's definitely a sentence worth sharing. Because ordinary people often just want peace and stability.
Stability means a calm, safe life. A job, a home, school for children, no fear of war.
Yes, and sometimes people use the phrase, caught in the middle. For example, civilians are caught in the middle. Caught in the middle means stuck between two powerful sides.
That expression is used a lot in news. And it's very emotional. It helps us understand that many people don't choose conflict. They just live in it.
Right. And another phrase you might hear is rising tensions. Tensions are rising means the situation is becoming more dangerous or more serious.
So, if someone says, tensions are rising between the two countries, they mean the relationship is getting worse.
Exactly. And when we speak about leaders, we have to be careful. You can say, I don't agree with certain policies. Policies are decisions or plans made by a government.
That's much better than attacking a person. Saying I don't agree with certain policies sounds thoughtful. It sounds intelligent. It doesn't sound emotional or aggressive.
Yes, and if you want to show respect but still disagree, you can say, I respect your opinion, but I see it differently. That's a very balanced sentence.
Balanced is a great word here. Because political conversations can easily become unbalanced. One person speaks loudly, the other feels attacked.
Oh, yes. And when people feel attacked, they go on the defensive. Go on the defensive means they start protecting themselves and stop listening.
I've experienced that. Sometimes when someone says something very strong, my first reaction is not to listen. It's to defend.
That's very human. And that's why tone matters. Tone means the way you say something, not only the words.
Yes. You can say the same sentence in two ways. One way feels calm. The other way feels like an attack.
And sometimes, if you feel the conversation is too heated, you can say, maybe we need more information. That sentence brings the temperature down. Heated means very emotional or angry.
I like that. It's like putting water on a fire. Haha.
Haha, yes, exactly, because arguments can spread like fire if we are not careful.
And I think another important phrase is, I'm worried about the future. That sentence shows fear, not anger. Worry is softer than blame.
Very true. Blame means saying it's someone's fault. And when we blame, the other person usually closes their heart.
So instead of saying, it's your country's fault, you could say, I'm worried about where this is going. Where this is going means what will happen next.
That's such a natural sentence. And very useful. Because many people feel uncertain. Uncertain means not sure about the future.
And uncertainty creates anxiety. Anxiety is a strong word, but it's common. People feel anxious when they don't know what will happen.
Yes. And here's another phrase, at the end of the day. For example, at the end of the day, people want peace. At the end of the day means when everything is considered in the final analysis.
That's such a common English phrase. You hear it in interviews, in daily conversation, everywhere.
And it's simple enough for A2 level learners to use. At the end of the day, we all want safety for our families. That sentence connects people.
Oh, that's beautiful. We all want safety for our families. That's another sentence worth sharing. Because no matter where you are from, that feeling is universal.
Universal means true for everyone, everywhere.
Yes. And maybe one more thing. When talking about long history, like thousands of years of culture, you can say, this country has a deep history. Deep history means very old and rich in culture.
And you can say, people are proud of their heritage. Heritage means traditions, culture, and history passed from generation to generation.
That's such an important word. Heritage, it shows identity, it shows roots.
Roots is also a nice word. Roots are where you come from. Your background?
So, when we talk about serious topics like conflict, maybe the most important thing is to remember that behind every flag, there are human beings with roots, families, and hopes.
Yes, and when we speak like that, we are not weak. We are mature. Mature means emotionally strong and balanced.
And honestly, John, sometimes I don't know what the perfect solution is. I don't have all the answers.
Me neither. And it's okay to say that. I don't have all the answers. That sentence is honest. It shows humility. Humility means understanding that you don't know everything.
Haha, yes, that's very true. None of us knows everything, especially about politics.
Oh my God, yes, haha. If someone says they know everything about politics, I get a little suspicious.
Haha, same here. So maybe the best we can do is speak kindly, listen carefully, and choose words that build bridges instead of walls.
Build bridges instead of walls. That feels like the heart of today's episode.
Yes. And I think this is where it becomes very personal. Because when people talk about conflict, they are not only talking about governments. They are talking about identity, family, memories, even pain that goes back many years.
That's true. Some people grew up hearing stories about war. Some grew up hearing stories about sanctions, about economic problems, about feeling isolated from the world.
Isolated is a good word. It means separated or alone. When a country feels isolated, people inside may feel misunderstood.
And misunderstood is another powerful word. It means other people don't really understand your situation or your history.
So instead of saying, "You don't understand," which sounds a bit aggressive, you can say, "I think my country is sometimes misunderstood." That sounds softer and more open.
Yes, and it invites conversation instead of starting a fight. Invite conversation means it makes space for dialogue.
And when we speak about strong leaders or strong decisions, maybe we can say, "People have different views about this leader." Different views means different opinions.
Exactly. That way, you are not attacking. You are recognizing that opinions are not the same everywhere.
And John, sometimes people feel proud of their country's history, especially when they talk about ancient civilization or religion or culture that stayed strong for many years.
Yes, in English you could say, this nation has a long and resilient history. Resilient means strong, able to survive difficult times.
Oh, I love that word. Resilient. It's such a hopeful word. It shows strength without sounding aggressive.
And if someone talks about martyrs or people who died in conflict, you can say, many families carry deep scars from war. Carry deep scars means emotional pain that stays for a long time.
That sentence feels heavy, but very real. Because war leaves scars, not only on buildings, but on hearts.
Yes. And that's why when we talk about these topics in English, we should slow down. Slow down means speak more carefully, think before reacting.
That's such good advice, especially online. On social media, people react fast. They type fast. They get angry fast.
And when someone reacts fast, they might say something they regret later. Regret means to feel sorry about something you said or did.
So maybe a good habit is to pause and think. Pause and think is simple English, but very wise.
Yes, and if you feel the discussion is becoming too emotional, you can say, I don't want this to turn into an argument. Turn into means change into something else.
That's a great sentence. I don't want this to turn into an argument. It shows you care about the relationship more than winning the debate.
Winning the debate is not always winning in life.
Oh, wow. That's definitely a sentence worth sharing. Winning the debate is not always winning in life. Because sometimes you win the argument but lose the friendship.
Exactly, and at the end of the day, most people don't want war. They want dignity, safety, and respect.
Dignity is such an important word. It means feeling valued, feeling that your country and your people are respected.
And respect goes both ways. If we want others to respect our country, we should also show respect when we speak about theirs.
That's true. And sometimes the bravest sentence you can say is, "I hope for peace." It sounds simple, but it carries a lot of emotion.
Yes, I hope for peace. That sentence is small but powerful. It doesn't blame, it doesn't accuse, it just expresses a wish for something better.
And maybe that's the heart of today's conversation. Not how to argue, but how to speak about painful topics with maturity and empathy.
Empathy again. Feeling with other people. Even when you disagree.
Yes, because disagreement is normal, but disrespect is a choice.
That's another sentence worth sharing. Disagreement is normal, but disrespect is a choice. I really like that.
Me too. And I think if our listeners remember these phrases, I see it differently. Let's agree to disagree. I'm worried about the future. I hope for peace. They will be able to speak about very serious topics in English without losing control.
And that is confidence. Not speaking loudly, but speaking clearly and calmly.
Before we say goodbye, we have a small invitation for you.
Yes, just a gentle one.
If today's conversation felt helpful or comforting, please leave a comment below.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
At the end of this episode, we'll ask you a question about today's topic. Please answer it in the comments.
And tell us what you want the next episode to be about.
Our question for you is this. When you talk about serious political topics in English, what phrase helps you stay calm and respectful?
And if you don't have one